A scene from Avengers Doomsday just leaked online. Not a description of a scene, not a still image of a scene, but a full-on scene featuring Doctor Doom controlling Giant Sentinels and making them attack Steve Rogers, Thor, Yelena, Sam, Cyclops, Mystique, Nightcrawler, Gambit, Shang Chi, Reed Richards, and I think I might have even spotted Beast in there. So let's break this scene down, try to determine if it is real, what it means for the film, oh, and of course, how and why we are getting so many damn leaks for this movie, as well as Spider-Man Brand New Day. Hey everybody, Colton here, and yeah, we got this really pixelated, no audio scene from Doomsday leaked online. I can't show it to you here because if it's real, I'll get my channel taken down, but you can very likely find the clip yourself online. I've seen it on YouTube as well as on Twitter. So anyway, here's what happens in the footage. We get a shot very reminiscent of this shot from the original Avengers, but dialed to like 11 with its camera movements and of course who's in it. We see Thor help up Steve Rogers, Thor then summons Stormbreaker while Steve summons Mjolnir, very reminiscent of this scene from Endgame. We then see Doctor Doom using his green magic to activate and control these lifeless Sentinels who look just like they do in the comics and in X-Men the Animated Series, and the way Doom is controlling them reminded me a lot of how we saw Magneto control them in Days of Future Past. So we see these giant Sentinels, which are way bigger than they were in the Days of Future Past movie. They rise up, they fire on the X-Men, Reed, Yelena, Sam, Shang-Chi, Steve, Thor, and we get this dope shot where the camera swoops around all these heroes and we see fucking James Marsden Cyclops touching his finger to the side of his visor and then a few seconds later blasting his optic beams at a Sentinel as Doctor Doom seemingly walks away, likely going to another universe and having had in this moment betrayed the Avengers. Now, can I just take a second to say, this is fucking awesome. Guys, we are seeing the OG X-Men alongside the OG Avengers and the new Avengers and Mr. Fantastic fighting giant Sentinels being controlled by Doctor Doom. That sentence just came out of my mouth. This movie is going to be fucking awesome. The scale looks amazing. Seeing all these heroes together is giving me the chills. This is the movie that I have wanted to see pretty much my entire life. Seriously, I remember having my X-Men figures, my Spider-Man, my Fantastic Four, my Captain America, my Hulk. I remember having them all together and having them all fighting Doctor Doom as well as Sentinels. Except I didn't have a Sentinel action figure, so I would be the Sentinel, but look, I don't care what anyone says, okay? You can call me a shill all you want, I don't care. I don't get invited to anything Disney, or I don't get invited to press screenings or premieres or anything. And I'm not bitter about it. But I just genuinely am so freaking excited. So I don't care what anyone says. This movie is going to be fucking awesome. This is the movie I have wanted forever, and I cannot wait to see it. Now, as for the context of this scene, this appears to be a moment after Steve Rogers and Thor and the Fantastic Four have made their way to the MCU and the Rocket, as well as with Doctor Doom, and have put together a plan. And this team that we are seeing here, this is the team that has traveled to the X-Men universe, seemingly with Doctor Doom, who they thought they were on the same team as, but he betrays them and has the Sentinels that, if I'm remembering correctly, are like lying around the X-Mansion, either because the X-Men are using them to like defend themselves, or they've just got them like almost as trophies from times they've tried to attack the X-Mansion, and I could maybe see them serving as like a wall around the mansion. I think I also heard a rumor that maybe they were using them in their efforts to destroy other universes that were colliding with their own. We will see them all like fight at first, right, when they meet, because they think they're each other's enemy. It's been confirmed that there is a fight between Shang Chi and Gambit, which was seen in the trailer shown at CinemaCon, as well as a fight between Reed Richards and Nightcrawler, which was actually confirmed by Alan Cumming. But something will then happen where Doom turns on them all, and I'm guessing makes his way to like the TVA or back home to Latveria, if, you know, some certain leaks are true. And we actually know from some other leaked images that Ben Grimm, John Walker, Joaquin Torres, and I thought at one point Thor, because his stunt double was there, we know that they have a scene at the TVA, and there are probably some other characters there as well. So maybe that's where Doom is headed after leaving the X-Men universe, and then Thor and Steve and the Avengers and the X-Men all follow after taking down the Sentinels. Maybe we're going to see a situation where they fight like trying to protect Loki. I don't know. Now, as for if this thing is real and what does it mean for the movie? Look, with AI being as good as it is now, and with this video being so seemingly purposely pixelated, almost as if to cover up fakeness, that makes me think that maybe it's not real and it's really just a, a really good fake based on leaks. But everyone who's kind of like in the know on this stuff more so than me, they say no, it's real. This is real. In fact, the account that leaked this clip also leaked like some costume test images a while ago that have been confirmed like to be real for Doomsday. If I'm understanding correctly, that account has been taken down. So I don't know. And guys, look, I'm the guy that thought the Steve Rogers trailer was AI. I was wrong about that. So I am kind of like inclined to believe, well, this is probably real. Not for the reasons that I've seen some others citing, such as, oh, this matches the plot leaks. It must be real. My friends, it matching the plot leaks is just as much a point in the it's real column as it would be in the it's fake column. Because yes, if it's real and the plot leaks are real, then yes, they would need to match. But also, if it's based on plot leaks, then it could just be a fake based on plot leaks. Now look, there have been a lot of discussions around how this stuff is even leaking. We of course saw the Doomsday character teasers leak. We've seen a lot of leaks out of Spider-Man Brand New Day for its trailers. And there's some who think that Marvel is doing these leaks on purpose to get buzz about the films. And I don't know exactly if the same marketing team behind Doomsday is also behind Spider-Man Brand New Day, since, I mean, that's technically a Sony film and property of Sony Pictures. You even see that on the leaked trailers. I don't know if they're purposely leaked or an actual leak. I don't know. If this is like a coordinated, purposeful leak campaign to get word of mouth and people, all the more excited, it's smart. It's working, and that would explain why they make it look like these like pixelated, watermarked, stereotypical, like looking like, oh, this is a leaked, not supposed to see thing. Oh, you're not supposed to be seeing this type of footage. It almost looks like it's purposely made to look that way, like it's a caricature of a leaked piece of footage. If it's a genuine leak, I don't know why it would look like this and be so pixelated. I mean, we've seen what genuine leaks in this day and age look like. They look like this. Now, look, the way that these movies are made is that a lot of visual effects have to be done, and a lot of visual effects artists are hired to do these sequences for the movie. Marvel and Disney and Sony and whoever else, they threaten these visual effects artists with, taking their firstborn if they leak stuff. But leaks, they do still get out, and maybe the pixelation is to simply help hide where the leak came from. I don't know. I can't decide if I think this is real. I think I'm leaning real. Some of the movements look a little clunky, and I think that close-up shot of Doom's eyes looks a little not real. But I also think that some of the visual effects look unfinished. Like the rings on Shang Chi's arms, they look like maybe those visual effects haven't been finished. So that could explain why it looks a little clunky. I don't know. Anyway, guys, look, it's a Sunday. I shouldn't be here. I do need to be at home. But my wife was really understanding because she rocks that I had to get up here and talk to you guys about this footage. I am going to run now. I will see you guys soon and we'll talk more about this. I've been Colton Ogburn. I'll see you next time. Bye.